So what do you do when you don't like the first video you recorded? You start over. Good morning, this is Kelly from an Ozarks Journal Homestead, and I recorded the meal plan Monday yesterday, and I realized early this morning that I just wasn't going to spend almost 4 hours uploading a 30-minute video. So we're going to make this a shorter video this morning so I can get it uploaded. And so you're going to see the menu in its completion, kind of, sort of. Must start my day with my caramel mocha latte. That's, and then I'll have another one with Bob later, and I'll probably have one middle of the day while I'm working. So let me flip this open. First off, you'll see stuff around my desk that is usually not here. That's because I recorded a creative video yesterday using Tim Holtz products, and I've got to redo that video, and then I got to clean off the desk and start all over with everything else. So I have the menu done for this week, except I'm going to have to change the tuna fish sandwiches for lunch today because Baba made tuna salad yesterday for lunch while I was trying to wake up. So we're going to redo lunch. I think it's going to be maybe go through and see what's in the refrigerator. If not, I will, I'll eat something because I've either got to go pay bills today or tomorrow. Honeybee may need to go into the vet, and that's going to decide which of these days I go pay bills. So I'm hoping for today because the Chinese restaurant's closed tomorrow. So we have two in town, and they're both closed on a Tuesday. How dare they? Okay, so also, if I wind up having to go pay bills today, we will not be doing oatmeal this morning. I'll be swapping these two around. So I'll know by 9 o'clock what we're doing. So otherwise, I have the oatmeal, typical Monday, egg sandwich, oatmeal again on Wednesday, and then I want to do pancakes and bacon on Thursday morning. But here's the thing. I think I need to switch that because, well, I should have time. You'll notice that there's washi tape on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And that's because I have an online writers conference. And they're really long days. I mean, we start at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 8 o'clock for me. And we go until 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. So, yeah. I get like an hour and a half break for dinner. So I'd have to get up and I'd have to do pancakes and bacon at like 7 a.m. And I usually don't eat something that heavy that early in the morning. Between 5 and 7, it's usually my coffee and my protein keto cookies. So breakfast this week may be kind of a mix and match. Ham and egg sandwich on Friday is going to be easy to do. Cocoa eats on Saturday you'll be able to do. And then I'm going to be ready for sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Now, I do have a half-gallon of milk in the fridge I got to check the date on. I may need to go ahead and make the sausage gravy ahead of time so that I'll have it through Sunday so that the milk doesn't spoil. But that's an easy fix. I've gone from lunch meat sandwiches, grilled ham and cheese, protein platters. We have a thing called Jack's Dip that we got from a friend of ours. It's kind of his version of the Velveeta dip with the Rotel and the Velveeta. This has hamburger, Rotel, taco, no, take that back, hamburger, regular diced tomatoes, ranch beans, and taco seasoning. So, and then that's something we can snack on and off all day. Saturday, I'll put it in the crock pot. It'll be nice and warm. So that may be Friday, or Saturday rather. And then I've been wanting tapioca fluff for weeks. And we figured out that it does turn out okay if I make it with my stevia so I can enjoy it. So I want to get tapioca fluff maybe for dessert on Sunday. Now, switching back to our dinners. I pulled out pork chops for today. At Menards several months ago, I bought a 6-pack strip of 6 individually frozen pork center cut chops. And we've done them once already, and they're really super tender. I'm waiting for them to come back in so I can do them again. But, so I cut 2 of those off last night and threw them in the refrigerator to thaw. So I want to do the pork chops And baby potatoes in green beans with a pork flavoring, like maybe a cube of my bacon fat or a ham hock, and let them simmer in the crock pot all day. So that's what I want to do here. For dinner Tuesday, I want to make meatloaf, so Bob has his meatloaf leftover options. Chinese and rice. Here a few weeks ago, remember I did the chicken thighs and froze them in 1 pound portions. I cut them up into, I'm thinking, it's still early, I've been up 24 minutes. I cut the chicken thighs up into bite-sized pieces, marinated them in buttermilk in the refrigerator for about 3 or 4 hours, and then, actually I think I did them overnight, and then when I took them out and drained them, then I put them in freezer bags with, my Food Saver freezer bags with, in 1 pound portions with about a 1/4 cup of teriyaki marinade, and I think I use, I can't think of the one that I use right now, but I'll link it in the description box below. And then Thursday I'll make beef burgundy. It's a crock pot recipe. Takes a can of condensed cream of onion soup, a can of reduced fat sodium condensed cream of mushroom soup, 3/4 cup of burgundy or other dry red wine. I will probably use a sweet red wine because it's what I have on hand. And then 1.5 pounds of beef stew meat cut into 1-inch cubes. We have one package left of deer loins, and so I'm going to make that. And I think they're going to make a pretty good batch, though, so I may have beef burgundy in the freezer for later. And then 8 ounces of fresh mushrooms quartered. I'm going to use our dehydrated portobello mushrooms unless I buy fresh while I'm out. And then a medium onion sliced. I'll probably just sprinkle in some of my freeze-dried onion rings from Thrive, or onion slices from Thrive. And then poured over pasta. So if I do this, and I have a big amount based on that amount of meat that I may have, I can freeze part of this for a future meal. Because as you know, it doesn't take long to cook pasta. So I can thaw that out the night before and throw it over pasta. Friday I want to do tilapia and rice. We haven't done the tilapia in a long time, mostly because it's not Bob's favorite thing to do. He's not a poached tilapia kind of thing, so I may try breading his in panko breadcrumbs and then serve that over rice. Except the rice I had planned for that tonight, we finished up last night with the chicken pot pie casserole. And then spaghetti on Saturday, and then with leaving Bob to his own devices for 3 days, I'm going to make him his fried chicken and sides for Sunday. So that's going to be our menu for this week. Now, I want to talk about, I don't know how much more I'm going to get done this week. If I can download a freeze-dried recipe video from Thrive Life website, I will post it on Friday. If not, I will post a link to video in the, my brain just went dead, on my blog. Yeah, my blog link is always down below. So let's talk about what Thrive is this week. Thrive specials for July. Broccoli, which I love because it allows me to put broccoli just in my portion. I can rehydrate just enough just for me. Fuji apples we've not tried. We've not tried the pineapple. We've not tried the pulled pork, but we have done the, maybe we have tried the pulled pork. I'll have to check my open pantry. Chicken slices I absolutely love. I took some of that to the hotel with me. Excuse me. I took that to the hotel with me to cook in my 5-minute cooker. It was fabulous. Pepper jack trees we don't eat, so I've not tried that one. Butternut squash I want to try, but probably not this month in the instant rice. Excuse me. Okay, now I can breathe. We have plenty of the Minute Maid instant rice in half-gallon jars downstairs, so I probably won't be getting that for a while. But I think I may want to try the butternut squash, so. But I really don't want to put anything on an order this week because traveling the last 2 months have really put a crimp on my credit card. And I pay my credit card off every month, so I really don't want to put any more on there. So I don't think I'm going to order until the first part of August, so we'll see what comes up. But if any of these spark your interest. Now, the chicken slices is a great way to utilize if you like the teriyaki chicken because you can do it fresh. You just rehydrate your chicken slices. and then put them in the teriyaki marinade. Give them a quick stir fry. You can add you can even add some of the hydrated pineapple and toss, for a quick like skillet stir fry, and then toss it over the instant rice, and you're good to go. So there is that for Thrive for the month of July. I know this is a quick video, wasn't what I had planned. It's shorter than normal, but not near as long as what the one was going to be if I'd uploaded it. So I will be at the Writers Conference Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now the great thing about this, and if you're a romance writer, there is still time to get in on this. And I will leave a affiliate link in the description box below. It is. It started out as an in-person conference in Dallas. It's called the RSJ, and it's Diversity and Romance. And then during the everything went to online, and they do everything online for this conference just as if they were doing it live. It doesn't skip a beat. You can't tell that it's not in person, and it's very inexpensive. Now, it's inexpensive when you get in on the early bird price, but it's a little more expensive having to pay it this close to conference. But let me tell you, it is absolutely worth it if you're a romance writer. There's so much great information. So that's going to do it for me this morning on the homestead. I have lots to get done today. So in the meantime, please remember to share, subscribe, and as always, be prepared, be safe, and be blessed.